You, Meredith.
Wow. Look at you on the board and everything. You going to hit the intro too?
No.
Okay, fine. I'll do it. All right. Welcome everybody. It is Tuesday, May 25th, 2021. I don't know about you, but I need a nap. It is
Yeah,
right around that nap time for me.
it definitely is.
And but I had a really busy morning. Been writing, been talking, been social mediaing. That's not even a word, but
It is now. It's official, Meredith.
and it was so funny because Nita and I are sitting in the background, and I must have this look of like intense focus or something. She's like, "What are you working on?" I'm like, "I'm trying to work," you know. But it's like one of those days. I know me. I know me, and it is very easy to start something over here and go, oh, okay, and get that slow blink because the energy's not there, the focus isn't there, and it just feels twice as hard to focus on the one thing. So I'm like this, and I'm like putting it down. I'm like, no, I got to finish this because I could easily go over to that thing or that thing, and I then you have like, I don't know, 5 or 6 projects that you're in the middle of and nothing gets done. And then at the end of the day, you're going, what did I do all day? Well, I did a little bit of
Yes.
everything and nothing. So yeah, I recognize that in myself and I am trying to be better about it. So my to-do list, I have to be more strict with myself to get through it, especially when I'm not feeling like energetic. I miss my mania.
Yeah, me too. It's kind
Is
of a
that weird?
downtime. Uh, yes and no. Because you
Mm.
drive yourself crazy when you're like, go, 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 go. And now it's kind of like slow, 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 slow. But that's okay. That's okay. I
And
needed
it's
some
weird
downtime.
too. I guess I need some downtime, but see, my downtime usually means I get a couple of days on the couch doing nothing but eating a bag of Cheetos and watching Netflix all day. And I haven't done that. I have not done that. So my downtime is what? I don't know. I haven't done that yet. And I think I need to. Just an entire day to do absolutely nothing unless I wanted to crawl over here and get in front of the microphone or do some writing or just I don't know. There are some days where I don't feel like I am the master of my own day anymore.
Right,
But
right.
the win is I still do not wake up to an alarm clock. Thank God.
Yeah.
Although there have been times when I was just like, I have to say this, all right? All right, so I've been
Oh my gosh.
freelancing for a while and it's been like feast or famine, right? And
Right.
so for quite a long time it's been famine. It's been like, okay, we're just going to get by with like the things that my husband's making because I'm not bringing that much in. And now I'm at the point where I'm like, I want extras. I want to be able to go to a crowdfund and support it because I can, it's like
Right.
because I have a little extra in the bank and like right now I'm like, and maybe I'm just recuperating from the fact that we had all of these moving expenses. So it feels tight right now and I hate that feeling. I hate that feeling because there has been a point in my life where um something was sacrificed to pay something that was critical, like electricity. And
Right.
it's like, instead of having, I don't know, hamburger, you were getting ramen and maybe an egg if you were lucky, and or just like kind of collecting cans so that you can get a can of something to feed the family. It's just, I've been there. So when I'm feeling that tightening a little bit, I get that kind of panic almost. Like, okay, what do I need to do? Like, how much time can I sacrifice from doing the thing that I want to do, the thing that I feel like I'm meant to do, and go out and hustle because I want to pay the bills and I don't want to get to that uncomfortable place anymore. You feel me?
Oh yeah, I
Yeah.
feel you.
So, I mean, it's really one of those things where I'm sitting here, and maybe it's because of my downtime. Maybe it's because I don't feel as, even though I am incredibly busy right now, I don't feel as busy as I could be. Does that sound weird?
Right? No, no, I get it. We've felt busier over the past because we were having to buck and battle with everything, and now it's like now it's smooth and it's easy.
Mm-hmm.
It's not easy, but it's easier. It's weird. It's complicated. It's complex.
Yeah. Yeah. So I'm like, okay, there are gaps in here where I'm not so busy, where I'm not so busy with other things that I can focus. And I'm like, wait a minute, I haven't had this much time to focus on that. I need to create that habit. And that realization is really kind of, I think, changing the trajectory a little bit, of what I need to do, what I need to focus on. So I mean, so I do apologize for you guys who are kind of tuning in to get some fun and stuff like that, but it was just one of those things that's kind of in the back of my head, like, let's talk about that, because it's the vlog. We talk about
Right.
nothing and everything, but mostly nothing. A lot of times it's fun. But speaking of fun, I don't know if it's going to be fun. Nita,
Dun, dun,
well, I
dun.
mean, yeah. So guess what Nita and I were doing last night? We were watching videos of people who were doing the toe of Satan. And we had committed to doing this because we said, yeah, we need to get to 100 subscribers before we even touch that sucker. Like,
Yeah.
literally, the sucker, the toe of Satan is a nasty sucker that's out there. So Nita decided that she was going to, I don't know, psych herself out or whatever,
I was
watching
trying to hype
videos of
myself
people.
up because it's like if these people could take it. I watched grown men crumble.
The
Crumble,
grown
Meredith.
men sweating,
Slobbering and sweating. And it's
slobbering
like,
and spit
oh
and
shit.
sweating, and
Oh
like you could see
shit.
them
Shaking.
shaking. They're like this, and they're
Shaking.
like, I'm not faking it. I'm not faking it. And I was just like, yeah,
Oh shit. It is gonna be on CromCon.
CromCon.
Oh, CromCon
That is the
14.
30th. Oh my
CromCon
gosh.
starts on the 29th, but we will be on there doing the Toe of Satan on the 30th at
That's
6:30
this
p.m.
week.
Yes, ma'am, that's Sunday.
Oh shit.
Yes, shit. Yeah. Like the
Okay.
countdown has begun, Meredith, and you need to create us a countdown clock or something.
Yes. Because, well, okay, so here's what they were doing. Okay. So on the back of the package it says something like 5 minutes. Okay.
Yes,
And
5 minutes.
everybody that we've seen, we saw what, 3 videos? And
Yeah.
they literally had the timer set to 5 minutes. Uh
But Meredith.
and they made it, and they made it,
And immediately
but
stopped.
and immediately stopped.
But if you do that, there's no winner if everybody stops at the same time. So what are we going to do
Well,
about this, Meredith?
I don't know. Do we need a winner, or do we just want to
We
survive the damn
always need a
thing?
winner, Meredith. Always. 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 Asian versus Cajun. Versus.
Why do you always have to make this a fight, Nita?
Because you win everything else.
I do not. You won Chubby Bunny.
Well,
by
that's
like
only
a
because I have a big
landslide.
mouth.
What was the other thing? There was something else that you. Oh,
The
the
Reapers,
Reapers
and that's
challenge.
it.
You got me
Yeah,
on the
so
Reapers challenge.
I have to get you on the heat. And so like we're not stopping at 5. We're gonna set the timer to 5 to make sure we both clear the 5-minute mark. But,
Mm-hmm.
but whoever pulls that fucking sucker out of their mouth first loses.
What
And
if
if
we
that
both
means,
finish it?
well, then if we both finish it, then we have to do something else, Meredith.
Crickets.
Immediate. Nope.
You don't want to do crickets?
I don't want to do crickets.
Well, I mean, you'll only
Uh,
feel the little legs stuck in your teeth, but you probably won't taste them because the inside of our mouth will have liquefied.
I don't know. We're gonna have to play this one by
We'll
ear,
figure
I
it out.
guess.
We'll
We
figure it
both
out.
won't finish.
Yeah,
You'll
I
quit.
mean, but
You'll quit.
if we finish the lollipop, then what? If we both finish, I'm just putting out scenarios out there. I mean, because we don't know. We won't know until we get there. I might not make it to 5 minutes. Who knows? You
I
know,
don't think you
I don't
will.
know.
I don't know. I don't know. But you can't spit, Meredith. You gotta swallow.
I always swallow. What?
Wow.
Yeah, yeah.
Throw the you want to throw this little bump?
No.
You
Well, yeah, we've got a little bump too. Where is it? Where is it? Our little bump.
Oh, that's
So
not the
we've got
bump. That's the static.
yeah, we've got the long.
Don't be mad.
All right.
Don't be mad.
We got a little lunch party going on for Mike Jimmy. Life on
Yeah.
Cora, inner
Yeah.
talents. And he drew us these little guys snorkeling on
And we
Cora.
love
I love
them.
it. I love it so
They're our
much.
baby.
And so I am working on a little closing party bump for Nina Aberline.
Yeah.
And you know what? Mike Jimmy is launching his campaign on the 11th, and that's over on Indiegogo. So make sure that you go over there and get the notify me on launch button. Sign up for the notifications, because I think Indiegogo, that goes straight to your inbox. Yeah. And then Nina is having her closing party, and that is at 11 a.m. Eastern here, because she's overseas in Italy. So we don't want to kill her by having a like midnight or 2 o'clock interview like we did with her the last time. I felt so bad about that, but she was a good egg. I mean, she took a nap. She woke up with the alarm clock, and like for me, I was running late, and I felt like an ass.
I know, right?
Yeah, because my son's work schedule had changed, and it was like I'm running about a half an hour late. I felt like such a jerk. But speaking of switching times a little bit, we have Rich Parada at 4 p.m. Eastern, 3 Central on Thursday. Look at that. We made a nice little card for him, too. That's sexer.
So sexy.
Sexer. So sexy. Yeah, that's going to be a lot of fun. And he's going to talk about the Incantessi with us, and maybe some of the other projects that he's working on. Who knows? But I mean, he is like full on right now. Go to Kickstarter and sign up for notifications on launch. The other thing that I wanted to mention here is what? Isn't that pretty? For a 10% discount on your Gemini mailers, use coupon code VOLT10, and that is courtesy of Indie Volt Radio, Varian Grant, giving you some love there. 10% discount, VOLT10. What else were we talking about? What else can we kind of bring these guys in on?
Imitation being the most sincerest form of flattery.
Aw. Yeah. Jody says Nita won Reapers because she punked you on you cracking. I I guess I showed a little bit of weakness, but
You
I
did.
think it was more of a reality check. It seriously was. It was a reality check. I'm like, she's not giving up, and then she turned pale. You could see it in the video. I was getting redder, and she just went white. And I went, oh, no, no, it doesn't matter. I could eat the whole package and the package itself, and she would eat her arm before she lost. So it was just one of those things where
Yes.
I'm like, save
You were done.
yourself. You already
You
ate
were
5.
done.
Save yourself. It was, yeah. I was pretty much done after that. I knew it, and it could have been a battle of wills, and because she was just there. Oh, you want to go another? You want to go another? I'm going to go too. I'm going. Yeah, no, it was going to be bad. So, I know when to say when. Okay, I'm not a complete fool. Just a little one. Carl Witzman. Yes, you got to catch us live. Thank you for tuning in. Make sure you guys head over to the YouTube channels. We are simulcasting to RAGIN, which we're trying to grow. We're up to
Right?
107 subscribers. Like
What
trending.
up?
What? Indie Vault, Geek Insider. Right now, I am live streaming to my personal YouTube channel, but I probably won't be doing that for long because we are networking. Facebook, I think your time might be closing up pretty soon.
Might be filling
Uh,
in. Yeah.
it might be filling in, but not only that, it hates our friends. It hates
Yes.
us. Facebook, you're still on probation, aren't you?
Yeah.
You are on
For threatening to beat
probation.
your
So,
ass.
right? I'm like, if she didn't threaten to beat my ass, guess what? I think that we were fighting seriously. But for her to text that, no sooner did she hit the send button, she was like out, like boom,
Yes.
and it was
I was
7
in the middle of
days.
another comment. Yeah, it was 7 days.
But
And I contested it because they give you an option when
yes,
the first time you try to comment after, it pops a link back to you. And I was like, no, something's wrong here. And so they've investigated. And yes, I have a warning. A warning.
yeah, so she's on probation, and it's like I don't like doing that. I don't like feeling like I have to walk on eggshells because some platform decides that it doesn't like the way I talk to people. I'm like, this is the way I talk, all right?
Right?
I call my friends and loved ones assholes all the time. You know, I tell them that I'm going to beat their ass, or oh, I'm going to kill you. Does that mean I'm going to kill you? No,
And
I kind of do. I kind of do
it
that
was
in fiction.
the scenario, Meredith. It was like, if you were my child, if you were my kid, I'd beat your ass. You're never going to be my kid, so how is that threat even valid? Never.
Right. And Carl makes a great point. If I wanted to get kicked on the posterior, that would not be bullying. You know, some people pay good money for that.
I give her. Yeah. She tips well.
For the most part. I don't know. I'm kind of looking at those crickets, though. I think, is it sour cream and onion that's winning? That's one?
Yeah, but we have Meredith, look at your screen. We have to deal with this first.
The toe of Satan.
The toe of Satan.
The toe of Satan. Yeah. Sunday.
Yep.
7:30 is 7:30 Eastern is our time slot to be drooling and cussing. And Carl says, just please take your shoes off first. Yeah, please meet my friend Ben Dover. Okay, anyway, that was bad. Boom, boom. Hey, look what we're wearing. Look. Oh. Our friend Trish Bankston sent us a little care package yesterday, and it has a whole bunch of these little pins. We've got our little dudes here, little Gidry and Meredith Jr. We had Meredith Jr. And I don't know. I think Meredith Jr. needs a new name.
No, I like MJ.
MJ?
Mm-hmm.
Why not just MJ then?
Because, well, Lil Gidry's Juju, so it's Juju and MJ. Piss my pants in a minute. Oh.
Juju and MJ, huh? Does that mean that
MJ.
our time is going to change to 422? I'm kind of curious. What the hell are you doing, Nita? What are you doing?
I'm
It'll
just
be
doing me,
420
man.
is our new show.
Yep,
Yeah.
there we
Oh,
go.
Mike, we love the buttons. Please tell her. Give her a
Yes,
big
tell her
hug
we
and
love them.
smooch for me. Yeah, Joe D got it. Juju and MJ. Oh my gosh, so bad, so bad. Hey, what's on your reading list?
My reading list is I am going through all of JD Calderon's comics right now. So it's Oswald Chronicles.
Ooh, Oswald Chronicles. You know what I did?
Mm,
I finished up Entity by
My
Tyler Carpenter. I finished that up.
right.
And on my reading list next, because it's been sitting here and I still haven't read it,
Oh yeah. Nice.
Heirs
Nice.
of Isildur. Isildur? Am I saying that right? He's
Isildur.
probably going to be
And
like
yeah,
Meredith. Matt
Matt's
Knowles is
gonna
going to
get
be like
you.
Meredith. Come on, really? But yeah, the Crossroads Conundrum. This is the enhanced trade edition, 268 pages of goodness. I mean, I kind of flipped through it. But what was really nice is when I met him and I got to meet him and we had a great conversation, and he cares about his readers. He cares
Yeah.
about his books and his characters and matching you up. So when I said, "Hey, Matt, as I've known you online for about a year, I've never read any of your things." And he says, "Well, where do your interests lie?" He says, "Are you more of a prose reader or do you like comic books?" This is, well, I come from prose and I'm learning comics, but I love a good story. He says, "Well, I have all good stories." I'm like, yeah, that's not helping me. Okay. Cause he's got this whole wall of books. Right. And he says, "Tell you what, try this one and see how you like it. It leans more towards, like the prose aspect of things. And he said it might be easier for you to follow along because I'm learning also, with comic books, that whole line of conversation, and how to follow a page and stuff like that. So I really appreciated that. And anybody who takes the time to get to know you as a reader and what do you like, not because they're catering to you as a reader, but that just the styling and stuff. I appreciate that, taking the time to sit when there are other people kind of walking around and stuff like that. I mean, I felt he really took some time with me, and so I cannot wait to read Heirs of Isildur. I might be massacring the name. I'm sorry, Mike or Matt. God, I can't even say his name right because
That's
I
because we
have
got Mike
Mike
and
in
Trish in the
here in the
comments.
chat. Right, I saw
Yes.
Mike over here. Trish, there you are. Hello,
We love
ladies.
our
We
buttons.
do love the buttons. We're wearing one right now, and I think one of Nita's kids, ran off with one of the dudes.
Yeah, she
Yeah.
totally jacked it.
Mm-hmm. What was the other? I think that was it, right?
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
That's pretty much it. I'm gonna get back to writing, and Geek Insider. So we had our second article that's out there, and we are focusing on the crowd funds that we are curating. Uh, that was a really fast lesson that we learned, isn't it, Nita?
Yes, ma'am.
You put a call out and say, "Hey, who's kickstarting?" And all of a sudden it's like, inbox exploded, and we're like,
Yeah.
"Whoa, okay, that's not a good idea."
Yeah, just like when you don't need to put out a call for interviews either, ever. If you've got a good show premise, you don't need to do that. Like you don't,
we
because
are
they
booked
will they will
through
knock you over. It's like,
we are
whoa.
booked through June. I mean, like how people it's like, what you're doing at the end of June, and they're like, "Yeah, put me on a show." It's like, oh, talk to her.
Bro.
I'm just gonna show up when I need to. I'm like, "Oh, I don't have the brain capacity to deal with this right now." And Nita says, you might not like me right now. And I said, "Why would you do?" And she said, "Well, uh, we're booked through June. I'm like, that's great. An interview a week. She says, no, two. Oh, I'm just waiting for her to say, hey, can we fill somebody in, on like the Wednesdays. I'm like, Nita, Nita,
Down, need him.
down, Nita, down. Trish is saying, let me know if you need more for cons or just giveaways. I love making the little dudes. Hey, Trish, uh, do not give away your buttons because that's bad business practice, okay? I mean, charge a little bit if you can to get some of your fees back because those little bags, where are they? I have them here. Look at this, one of my favorites. All right, look. All right, the little bag that it came in, the little card that you printed, the button, all the supplies, the printing and everything, all of that adds up. It might feel like pennies and stuff, and I think that's great, and I love you for doing
Too
that.
bright.
But really, I have no problem buying more from you. Okay, and I definitely want to when we get to that point. Um, yeah, but you know what? Don't hit the pocketbook. It was something that I was talking about earlier. Is when you have to prioritize and stuff like that. Even when it comes to, hey, um, I can't have internet because I've got to pay the electric bill because my electric bill keeps my refrigerator on, which has my food in it. Priorities, kind of important. I'm not saying it's that extreme, but those little things add up. And the other example is from, and I don't know if I've ever shared this story. When my parents owned a bar, uh, right across the street was Ann Street. Like I say Ann Street, but it was the where the ladies of the evening hung out, and they would come in, and I would very respectfully say, "Hey, when the guys are in my bar, they are my customers. When they go outside, they are your customers." But and so that was fine. But then you had people who were also over there who had drug addiction problem, and crack was pretty big. So they would come in and always asking for like a glass of ice or something. And I said, sure, you have to buy a drink. And they're like, what do you mean? Ice is free. I'm like, no, it's not. I paid for the cup. I have a water bill, the electricity to run my ice machine. That all costs money. You want a glass of ice? Buy a drink. And that kind of got rid of them pretty fast because they knew that they weren't going to get one over on me. So it's not a matter of taking advantage, somebody taking advantage necessarily, but there are underlying costs. And I just, Trish, I love you, thank you. But
If we get more, we want to
oh,
pay for them.
we are going to pay for them. Do what's right. One hand washes the other, and we love sharing it out. I mean, that to me is an independent business venture that might just
That's
start
awesome.
blossoming. You never know. And these are really good buttons too. This isn't
Yeah.
like me going to the craft store and try to hammer something out. No, this looks like quality stuff. So definitely consider that before. I love the package here, but if I want more, and I'm definitely going to, I am going to buy them from you. So Trish, be on the lookout for when we have those messages when we start attending those conventions and events. It's kind of important. Um, yeah, love you though. I really do.
We
Hey,
do.
speaking of Rich, I want to be a lady of the evening. Girl,
Tuck
you
and
already
roll,
are.
Rich. All right.
I have video of you dancing, so
Yes, we do. We watched it in private for our own enjoyment just a little while ago.
the things we do in the background on RAGIN is not suitable for public consumption sometimes. Don't you
Never.
wish you were back here sometimes? Okay. But hey, speaking of which, we need to get out of here because I do need to get some writing done. I need to get back into my focus and the drive so that I can get other things off my desk and focus on more things. Working on that to-do list. Rich Parada, speaking of, is going to be with us on Thursday at
Thursday.
4 p.m. Eastern. That's 9 where he is. Is that Greenwich Mean Time? And 3 p.m. Central. Rich is going to be with us, and again, one more time for those in the back, coupon code Volt10 for the Gemini mailers. That is courtesy of Indie Volt Radio. Make sure that you go over there and use Volt10 for your coupon code. Save 10%. Why not? I love saving money. Is that it? We're out of here. 30
Is that
minutes.
oh,
Wow.
you're not going to ask me for my last words?
Last words.
Yes, the wise man Varian Grant once said, "Shut the fuck up." All right. Throw my dudes.
Love it. Bye.
RAGIN.